talking baseball. Blazewski, Campanella talking baseball. The man and Bobby Fella, the Scooter, the Barber and the Nuke. They knew them all from Boston to Dubuque, especially Willie, Mickey, and the Duke.
Yes, indeed. We're talking baseball, or more specifically, let's talk about Mike Marshall. Here's the story on Mike Marshall so far this season. He entered the first game with 2 outs in the ninth and a 2-0 lead, allowed both runs to score to tie the game. The Dodgers scored in the bottom of the ninth. He picked up a win which in my opinion he did not deserve. The second game he pitched an inning, gave up 3 hits and 2 runs, and lost the game. He did not pitch in the third game. Then we go to Atlanta. He comes in the 8th, gives up 5 hits and 3 runs in an inning and a third, and loses another game. So, while he pitched in game 5 in real life, he didn't pitch in game 4 in real life because the Dodgers got blown out of that one in real life. So Marshall will not be pitching today. He's not even in the dugout. He's down in the clubhouse studying video on the advice of Red Adams. I think Adams stopped short of telling him to pull it out, but I'm sure Dodger fans are hoping that he would, because they traded Willie Davis for this guy in the offseason. So give me 1 minute to collect myself, get my coffee, and we'll get this game underway. Game 5 of the Dodgers 74 season. April 9th, 1974, in Atlanta, Fulton County Stadium. Okay. 2 right-handers today. We've got Carl Morton for the Braves, Don Sutton for the Dodgers. Let's get to the Dodgers starting lineup, shall we? Lee Lacy will play second base today and lead off. Bill Buckner in left field bats second. Jim Wynn in center bats third. Joe Ferguson, the catcher, cleanup. Willie Crawford in right bats fifth. Ron Cey bats sixth and plays third. Steve Garvey at first base. Bill Russell in the 8th spot at shortstop, and Don Sutton, the pitcher. The Braves defensively will have Johnny Oates catching Carl Morton today. Frank Tepedino will be at first. Other than that, same as the first game. Davey Johnson at second, Craig Robinson at short, and Darrell Evans at third. Ralph Garr moves to left field for this game. Mike Lum moves to right field, and Roland Office will be starting in center. So we're just about to get underway here. The second game of the day. As there will be no game tomorrow, I'll be having a little procedure. Okay, I think we're about all set here. Carl Morton has finished his warm-up tosses, and Lee Lacy steps in, and we're underway. First pitch of the game is for Morton. It's a 2-3 against the righty. Lacy flies it into right field. Lum over. Easy play for Lum. Bill Buckner will be the batter now. Morton gets his sign and delivers to Buckner. That's a 3-10 against a right-handed pitcher. He flies it into right towards the line. Lum had him shaded that way, takes a few steps over and puts it away. That'll bring up Jimmy Wynn. Morton ready now. Into the windup and the pitch is in. 2-8. Homer 1 through 9. Deep fly ball to left. Gar going back to the warning track to the wall, leaps up and catches the ball right at the wall. Home run 1 through 9. And as you can see, the roll was a 10. So, a 1-2-3 inning for Carl Morton. Nothing across in the first. And the Braves come to bat in the bottom of the first. The Atlanta lineup will be Gar in left, Lum in right, Darrell Evans at third base. Davey Johnson bats cleanup today and plays second. Frank Tepedino, a lefty batter, will play first base. Roland Office will be in center. Johnny Oates, the catcher, another left-handed batter, and Craig Robinson at short will bat eighth, with Morton batting ninth. So the Braves have stacked all their left-handers today, apparently, against Sutton. Remember, I'm using the actual game lineups from Baseball Reference. Sutton's ready to go now. Ferguson flashes out the sign on the windup and the pitch. 4-10. Gar rips a line drive, speared by Say. And there's one away. Mike Lum comes to the plate. Sutton ready now and deals. 3-4. Mike Lum hits a line drive, speared by Garvey. So the Braves have hit two balls hard, but have nothing to show for it. Darrell Evans up now. Sutton ready, and the pitch to Evans. 3-8. Ball 4, he walked him. So a walk to Evans puts him on first with 2 away. Davey Johnson will be the batter. Sutton from a stretch now and deals to Johnson. 3-5, righty, ball 4, he walks him. That's 2 walks issued by Sutton now. Johnson jogs down to first. Evans goes to second. Frank Tepedino, a left-handed batter. Let's take a look at him. He's weak power. Batted .231 in real life that year. Sutton ready now. Checks his runners from the stretch. The pitch to Tepedino. 4-7. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So Sutton wiggles out of it. No hits, 2 left on. And we're scoreless at the end of 1. All righty. Carl Morton has completed his warm-ups now. As Joe Ferguson steps in to lead off the second inning. Morton in the windup, pitch to Ferguson. 4-8 against the right-hander. Liner snared by Johnson. 4-8 righty, single 1-2. The roll is an 11. That'll bring up Willie Crawford with one down. And the pitch to Crawford. 3-8, swung on and missed strike 3. So Crawford goes down swinging. That's 2 away. And that'll bring up Ron Cey. Morton gets his sign from Oates. He's into the windup now, and the pitch to Cey. 5-8, double to 6, single otherwise. The roll's a 14. That's a base hit for Cey. So Cey on first with 2 away. And that'll bring up Garvey. Carl Morton checks his runner from the stretch now, and the pitch to Garvey. 4-11. Garvey grounds it down to first. Lum scoops it, flips to Morton to retire the side. So 1 hit, a man left, and we're still scoreless, moving to the bottom of the second inning. Here's Roland Office now, leading it off for the Braves. He'll be followed by Oates and Robinson. Sutton into the windup, and here's the pitch to Office. 2-8, swung on and missed strike 3. So Office goes down swinging. That's 1 away and brings Johnny Oates to the plate. Oates, a left-handed batter, hit .223 that year. Looks like he pretty much shared the catching duties with Corrales. Sutton into the windup now and deals. 1-3. Pops it up, right side. Garvey's under it. And he snares it for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Craig Robinson, the shortstop, with 2 down. Sutton winds and deals. 5-9, the right-hander, triple to 3. The roll's a 13. That'll be a base hit to right for Robinson. So Craig Robinson's on with a single. He's a B stealer. So he's a 13, Ferguson is 0. 65% not held. They'll not hold him since the pitcher is up. They don't want to end the inning getting thrown out at second and have the pitcher leading off the next inning. So Morton up now. Sutton delivers. 4-10, a right-handed batter. Flies it to center X. Jimmy Wynn's a 3. The roll is a 14. And Wynn puts it away, and that wraps up the inning. So 1 hit, a man left, and we're scoreless after 2. As I mentioned earlier, I'll be having a little procedure tomorrow. There will be no game tomorrow. There might be a game Saturday evening, but I'm not going to schedule it now because I need to wait and see how things go. I'm sure everything will be fine, but I don't want to schedule a game and then not be able to do it. Top of the third now. Morton's ready to go as Bill Russell steps in. The windup and the pitch from Morton. 2-10. Russell grounds it down to short. Robinson has it. Fires across to Tepedino, 1 away. That'll bring Sutton to the plate, a 2-hitting pitcher. Morton winds and deals. 4-10 against the righty. Sutton hits a lazy fly ball into center field. Roland Office coming in now and makes a fairly easy play. And there are 2 away for Lee Lacy. Lacy standing in now. Morton into the windup and delivers. 6-5. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So that's a K for Morton. 1-2-3 inning for Carl. And we are still scoreless going to the bottom of the third. Looking back to that last game, I kind of wish I'd have gotten more excited on the game-winning play when Garr scored from second. You know, something like, Roadrunner Garr, he's rounding third, he's coming home, he slides, he is safe, and the Braves win the game. Okay, learn as we go along, I guess, right? Here's the top of the order. Garr to lead it off. Sutton, Washington deals. 2-4. That's a fly to center. Can of corn for Jimmy Wynn. He's under it, and there's 1 down. Mike Lum steps in. Lum lined out is at first at bat. Sutton into the windup and the pitch. 5-6 against the lefty. That's a shortstop X. Russell's a 3. The roll is an 11. Russell scoops it up and fires across for the out. Two down now for Darrell Evans. Sutton gets the sign from Ferguson, the windup and the pitch. 4-9, single to 15. It's through. It's past the outstretched glove of Russell and into left field for a base hit. So Evans a 2-out single. And the batter will be Davy Johnson. Sutton checks his runner from the stretch. Pitch to Johnson. That's a 1-5. Base hit to left. So Evans can attempt to go to third. That's an open hit. He's a 1-12. Buckner's a +2, 1-14. They're not going to risk that with 2 outs. So that'll be a single for Johnson. Evans holds up at second. And we have first and second with 2 down. And Frank Tepedino comes to the plate. Probably a distant relative of yours truly. All right, Sutton ready now, checks his runners. From the stretch, the pitch to Tepedino, that's a 3-10. Asterisk single. That'll load the bases. Tepedino singles. Evans holds up at third. Johnson takes second. And Sutton's got himself a 2-out jam with Roland Office coming to the plate. Caught it. Almost lost the dice. All right, Sutton checks his runners. And the pitch to Roland Office. 6-9. Left-handed batter. Office hits a lazy fly ball into center field. Jimmy Wynn's camped under it now and puts it away to retire the side. But 3 hits, no runs, 3 left on. And we are scoreless after 3. We move along to the bottom of the 4th. Sorry, the top of the 4th, I should say. Buckner, Wynn, and Ferguson due up. Carl Morton has completed his tosses. Gets the sign from Oates, winds and deals to Buckner. 4-7 to the left-hander. He walks him. So Buckner takes first on the base on balls. He's an A stealer. So he's a 1-15. Oates a 0. The Braves will elect to hold Buckner on. That makes him a 1-13. Buckner takes his lead now. Morton looks over there. From the stretch, the pitch to Jimmy Wynn. 2-7. Swung on and missed, strike 3. That'll bring up Joe Ferguson, the catcher. 1 on, 1 out. Morton from the stretch deals to Ferguson. 2-12, Ferguson grounds it down to third base. Evans up with it, over to Johnson, back to first base, double play. So that goes 5-4-3 and ends the inning. No runs, no hits, none left. A nifty double play turn by Davy Johnson at second base. We go to the bottom of 4 in this scoreless ball game. Johnny Oates will lead it off for Atlanta. Sutton winds and deals. 1-4. Oates grounds it down to third. Say's got it. Fires across to Garvey. 1 away. Craig Robinson up now. Sutton winds and the pitch to Robinson. 6-6 to the righty batter. Robinson pops it up middle infield. Russell calls for it and puts it away for the second out of the inning. That'll bring up Carl Morton, the pitcher. And the pitch from Sutton. 5-5, right-handed batter. Morton grounds it to second. Lopes takes a few steps to his left, scoops it up, fires to Garvey to retire the side. And we remain scoreless after 4. Okay, we're just about to get underway here in the 5th inning. Morton ready now. Willie Crawford steps in. Morton gets the sign from Oates and comes to the plate. 3-10. Crawford flies it into right. Lum ranging back and puts it away for the first out of the inning. Ron Say steps in now. Morton winds and deals. 4-7 to the right-handed batter. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So Morton fans say, and with 2 down, that'll bring up Steve Garvey. Morton ready now, and the pitch to Garvey. 2-5 righty, double to 10, the rolls a 19. Garvey will hold with a long single. He's a D stealer, he's not going anywhere. And Bill Russell steps in. Morton checks his runner. Out of the stretch, the pitch to Russell. That's a 1-4. Russell grounds it down to third. Evans will go the short way to Johnson, and that'll retire the side. So no runs, a hit, 1 left. And we're through 4.5, scoreless. Sutton, the man on the mound for the Dodgers. Back to the top of the order for Atlanta with Gar, Lum, and Evans. And there's a dice down. Oh, I got it. I got it. Sutton ready now, winds and deals on the pitch to Gar. That's a 2-9. Gar grounds it down to second base. Lopes picks it up and tosses over to Garvey, 1 away. Mike Lum steps in now. Sutton gets his sign. Winds and deals. 1-6. Lum grounds it down to third. Say's got it. Throws it across, 2 down. And that will bring up Darrell Evans. Sutton winds and deals. The pitch to Evans, that's a 1-11. He hits him. Oh my, Evans is hit by the pitch, and he'll take his base. Davey Johnson comes to the plate. And here's the pitch from Sutton. 3-3 against the right-hander. Johnson grounds to short, Russell's up with it, tosses over to Lopes, and that retires the side. So no hits, no runs, 1 left. Scoreless after 5. Let's straighten out, get this organized a little bit better here. The Dodgers will have Sutton, Lacey, and Buckner. Oh, I'm all messed up. I was saying Lopes on defense. It's Lacey at second base. An easy mistake to make, I guess, but there's no excuse for that. Morton ready now. The pitch to Sutton. 3-5. Sutton grounds it down to short. Robinson there. And there's one away. Back to the top of the order, Lee Lacey, shaking his head about being called Lopes. Morton gets the sign from Oates, and here's the pitch to Lacey. 2-8 against Girardi. That's a base hit to center field. So Lacey's on first. He's a C stealer. Oates is 0, what would that be? That's a 1 through 11, so they won't be holding him. And Bill Buckner will be the batter. What am I doing here? You don't go there. So there's one away, Lacey at first, and Buckner's up. Morton checks Lacey out of the stretch, the pitch to Buckner. That's a 1-5, deep to right center, going back. It's off the wall. Office has it. Lacey could try to score on that. He's a 14. But with the heart of the order coming up, he's going to hold up at third. So that'll be a double for Buckner. Lacey's at third, Buckner's at second, one away, and Jim Wynn steps up to the plate. Morton looks over at Lacey, now out of the stretch, comes to the plate. 6-4, catcher's card X. Oates a 3, the roll is a 5. He's he's in fair ground. It's a high pop-up. He drifts under it. And he drops it, and everybody's safe. Oh my God. So that's an error on Oates. And scores the first run of the ball game. Lacey comes in. Buckner goes to third, and Wynn ends up on first. Wynn's a B stealer. That's a 1 through 13. They're going to have to hold Wynn on. So we've got first and third, one out, one run in. and Joe Ferguson, the batter. Here's the pitch to Ferguson. 4-12 against the right-hander. Fly ball to shallow center field. Office coming in now. That's not going to be deep enough to score Buckner. And Office puts that away for the second out. And with 2 down, it's up to Willie Crawford. Morton ready now from the stretch on the pitch to Crawford. 3-11, swung on and missed, strike 3. So the Dodgers pick up a gift run on the error by Oates. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 left on. And after 5.5, the Dodgers won, the Braves nothing. Frank Tepedino will be leading off the bottom of the 6th for Atlanta. Sutton's given up 4 hits today, but no runs. 3 of them came in the 3rd inning when he had the bases full, but he got out of it by getting Office to fly to win. Tepedino steps in, Sutton winds and deals. 4-9 against the left-hander. That's a base hit right up the middle. So Tepedino with a leadoff single. And Roland Office will be coming up. Tepedino, no threat to run. Sutton glances over there. From the stretch, the pitch to Office. 2-7, that's a base hit to left, opened for Office. Tepedino can try to go to 3rd. 10, Buckner's a +2, 12. Third base coach holds him up. So a base hit for Office. Tepedino holds at 2nd. The Braves have something going here in the bottom of the 6th. That'll bring up Johnny Oates, the catcher. Sutton cannot tire until the 7th is his inning of endurance. Sutton ready now from the stretch and the pitch to Oates. That's a 5-9 against the lefty. Oates rips one into the gap. That's going to the wall. Both runners are going to... Well, one run will score for sure. Let's look at that again. 5-9 to center. So Tepedino scores. Office can try to score. He's a 16 with win +13. He's coming to the plate. The Dodgers will concede that and throw it into 2nd. Dodgers concede the runner. Oh, it's a 2 RBI double. And the Braves take a 2-1 lead. Sutton's given up 3 consecutive hits to open the 6th. And that'll bring up Craig Robinson. Sutton takes a glance at Oates and the pitch to the plate. 6-6. Robinson pops it up. Bill Russell calling. And he puts it away for the first out of the inning. That will bring up Morton. The pitch to Morton. 4-7 to the righty. Swung on and missed, strike 3. So 2 away now, still a runner in scoring position, and Ralph Garr steps in. And here's the pitch to Garr. 1-5. Garr drills a deep fly ball to right field. Crawford going back to the warning track, to the wall. It's gone. A 2-run blast for Ralph Garr. And the Padres, the Braves take a 4-1 lead. That's 2 RBIs on the play for Garr. Sutton clearly rattled now. Joe Ferguson goes out to say a few words to him. Jim Brewer begins to throw in the Dodger bullpen. So Mike Lum steps in now. 2 down, nobody on the pitch to Lum. 5-9. That's a 3. Lum rips one into the gap, gets past Wynn, rolls to the wall. Lum's rounding second. He's coming into third. Wynn's throw, cut off by Russell, and Lum is in with a triple. That'll bring up Darrell Evans. Sutton ready now on the pitch to Evans. 3-3. He taps it back to Sutton. Sutton takes 1 step towards first base and tosses it over to Garvey to end the inning. But not before the Braves put 4 big runs on the board. On 5 hits, nobody left. And at the end of 6, it's Braves 4, Dodgers 1. All right, let's see where I'm at here. 4-1 going to the 7th. Say, Garvey, and Russell do for the Dodgers. Carl Martin's ready now as Say steps in. Martin winds and deals. 1-7. Say grounds it down to third. Evans has got it. Cross to Tepedino, and there's 1 away. That'll bring up Garvey. Morton gets the sign from Oates and the pitch to Garvey. 5-6 against the righty. Garvey flies it into right. Lum moves a few steps to his right, and he's got it. 2 away. So with 2 down, Bill Russell will be coming up. Martin's got the sign. Winds and deals. 6-9 to the right-handed batter. Russell grounds it down to second. Johnson's got it, flips to first, and that'll retire the side. So a 1-2-3 inning for Morton. And it's still 4-1 Braves. Sutton comes out to pitch the 7th. Brewer is sat down now in the Dodger bullpen. Davy Johnson to lead it off for the Braves, and here's the pitch. That's a 5-8 double to 11. 5-8 double. It's into the gap. Wynn over to cut it off. Johnson rounding. Wynn with a terrible throwing arm. And Johnson's into second with a lead-off double. And Brewer gets up and he quickly begins throwing again. He might be coming into this game before things get completely out of hand. That'll bring up Frank Tepedino, the first baseman. Sutton ready now and delivers. 2-6. Tepedino pops it up in the infield. Lacey's got it. And he puts it away for the first out of the inning. Roland Office steps in now. Johnson on second. Sutton checks his runner, and from the stretch, deals to Office. 5-3 to the left-handed batter. That's fly ball X to right field. Crawford's a 3. The roll is a 20. Roll 20-sided dice again. The roll is an 11. Crawford can't get to it. It's off the wall. Office is trying for second, and he's in with a double. Johnson scores. So that's going to be a double right field X. Johnson comes in to score. That'll also be an RBI for Office, and Walter Alston is coming out to the mound. Sutton hands him the ball. He walks off. He's not pleased with himself. Jim Brewer will be coming in. Mike Marshall's not available today. He's still in the clubhouse studying video, trying to figure out how to pull his head out of his ass. So we have a pitching change. Sutton went 6 1/3. Gave up 11 hits. All 5 runs so far, but the runner on second is still his responsibility. He walked 2, struck out 3. So Jim Brewer, the left-hander, warming up. While he's doing that, I'll take a short restroom break. All right, we're back. So the situation is runner on second, 1 out. Office, the run. No, I'm sorry. That's right. What the hell? Office. Doubled to right field X. That's right. So Oates is up. The pitch from Brewer. 2-10. Oates flies it into right field. Crawford takes a couple steps to his left and puts it away. And there are 2 down. That'll bring up Craig Robinson, the shortstop. Brewer from the stretch. Pitch to Robinson. Screwball grounded down to third. Say's got it. Throws it across, and that retires the side, but not before the Braves push another run across. On 2 hits, 1 left, and lead 5-1 after 7. As we move to the 8th, the Dodgers will have a pinch hitter for Brewer. He worked 2/3 of an inning, retired his batters. Sutton leaves charged with the 5 runs. So Charlie Huff and Jeff Zahn will begin tossing in the Dodger bullpen as we look for a pinch hitter for Brewer. Fan favorite Manny Mota is going to pinch hit. Okay, Mota's in now. Morton ready. Lines and the pitch to Mota. 4-8 against the right-hander. Single 1-2. It's a 16. Mota lines out to second base. So a line drive right at Davy Johnson, and there's 1 away. That'll bring Lee Lacy to the plate. Lacy 1 for 3 today. Morton, the pitch. 1-6, swung on and missed, strike 3. And Morton is just cruising along. Sutton matched him for 5 innings and then seemed to fall apart in the 6th. 2 down now, and Billy Buckner. Buckner, probably most famous for letting that ball run through his legs in the 1986 World Series. But he was much younger here. And the pitch to Morton. 2-6, base hit up the middle. So Buckner has a single. He's an A stealer. But down by 4 runs, I don't think the Dodgers are going to risk it. Especially not with their top power source, Jim Wynn, at the plate. Morton checks his runner now from the stretch. The pitch to Wynn. 6-9. Wynn grounds it down to second. Johnson takes it, steps on the bag himself, and that will retire the side. So no runs on a hit. We go to the bottom of the 8th, 4-1 Atlanta. Jeff Zahn will be the new pitcher for the Dodgers. He's a lefty. I believe this was his rookie year. 2.03 ERA. Wow. That surprises me even. All right. He needs to hold it right here at 5-1, that's for sure. There's no reason for Atlanta to take Morton out of this game, so he'll bat. The pitch comes on. 1-8, swung on and missed, strike 3. And there's one away. Roadrunner Gar steps in. Zahn ready now. The windup and the pitch. 4-8 against the left-handed batter. Grounder to second X. That's an 18. Lacey is a 3. And Lacey makes the play. So score that 4-3, and there are 2 away. For Mike Lum, the right fielder. Zahn ready now, and the pitch to Lum. 4-6, left-handed, base hit up the middle. So Lum's aboard with 2 down, and that'll bring up Darrell Evans. Zahn out of the stretch. The pitch to Evans. 1-5. Ball 4. He loses Evans. So Evans jogs down to first. Lum takes second. And we've got 2 on and 2 outs. And Dave Johnson, the batter. Okay, Zahn ready now, settles in, gets his sign, and the pitch to Johnson. 6-8. Johnson pops it up. Russell's calling for it. Russell's got it. To retire the side. So no runs on a hit. And it's the last ups for the Dodgers here, down 5-1. Morton an S7 for fatigue rating. Looking to throw a complete game here. Get this over here where we can see it. Joe Ferguson will be leading it off for the Dodgers. Ferguson's 0 for 3 today. Morton winds and deals. It's a 5-4 against the right-handed batter. Ferguson pops it up. Davy Johnson under it. And puts it away for the first out. That'll bring up Willie Crawford. Crawford also 0 for 3 today, struck out twice against Morton. And here's the pitch to Morton. That's a 6-6 to the left-handed batter. Crawford hits a fly ball to median deep center. Office is under it and puts it away, 2 down. So it's all up to Ron Cey now. Morton gets his sign from Oates. The windup, the pitch to Cey. That's a 3-9 righty. Cey lines a base hit into right field. So they're not completely dead yet. Cey at first, 2 away, and Steve Garvey comes to the plate. Buzz Capra begins getting loose gently in the Atlanta bullpen, just in case. But Morton's looked pretty good out there today. He's ready now, and the pitch to Garvey. 2-8. Base hit to right field, double asterisks. That will send Cey to third. and bring Bill Russell to the plate. So 5-1 Braves, 2 out, first and third. Bill Russell, the batter. Anything but an out here would fatigue Morton. So this is a big out for Morton. Morton's ready now. Pitch to Russell. 5-5, ball 4. He walks Russell, and the bases are loaded. How about that? So that pushes Russell to second. First, he's on second. He's on third. And that brings up Jeff Zahn. He'll be called back. Zahn worked an inning. Gave up 1 hit, walked 1, struck out 1. Didn't allow any runs. The Dodgers will look to the bench now. I wonder if Lopes played in that game, in the real game. I think he did, actually. Let's go with McMullen. He had some power. That's really the only thing that can help the Dodgers right now. So Zahn called back. Ken McMullen will bat for him. That walk also fatigued Morton, so he's going to be coming out of the game. He pitched the last game. And Max Leon will be coming in to pitch for the Braves. Leon had a 2.64 ERA that year. So Morton goes 8 2/3. He almost completes it. And Leon will be coming in. Leon will pitch to McMullen. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 5-1 Braves. And here's the pitch to McMullen. 1-3. It's a fly ball to lazy right field. Easy play for Lum, and the ball game is over. So McMullen flies out. Dodgers had 2 hits and no runs. And the Braves win 5-1. Leon pitched a third of an inning and retired his only batter. Morton in 8 2/3 allowed only 7 hits. He only allowed 1 run. He walked only 2. And he was probably already reaching fatigue on the second one. Struck out 3, 4, 5. Struck out 5, so a gem by Carl Morton. Dodgers 1 run on 7 hits, no errors. Braves 5 runs on 12 hits, 1 error. And the final here from Atlanta is Braves 5, Dodgers 1. Thanks for joining me. If you like this, please subscribe. As I've said before, I haven't rolled cards and dice for about 20 years. I've been on the computer and the online game, so I'm still getting the hang of the dice and the scorekeeping, but I will do my best to get better as we go along. And that loss drops the Dodgers to 2-3 on the season. And they'll continue their 4-game series with the Braves probably Sunday. It's possible I might roll on Saturday night, but again, I don't want to commit to that yet because the situation is somewhat ambiguous at the moment, and I don't want to schedule it and then have to cancel. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Good evening, everyone.